Hey, what's up guys? It's David, and how you guys doing? This was actually a pretty awesome, pretty cool game of Sharpshooter. I demolish these guys every time. I joined a bit late. That's why I was like at 20 points. I was below 20 points before I even joined. But this video I'm going to talk about Arrested Development Season 4. The show, you can watch it on Netflix only. That's pretty interesting. I guess it's like an exclusive to Netflix. I'm also guessing that the people of Netflix were like really into this show and were like, oh, we got the money, we can do it, we got the power. But it's pretty much 7 years in the future. The plot, the characters, the actors, all 7 years older. Pretty interesting. The show actually got canceled after season 3, and they had a season 4 planned out. Like at the end of season 3, they were like, "Oh, next season, you got this and this." But no, they really changed it, made a really unique show, and the season was really unique too. Never seen a comedy show, for that matter, that was like this. And it's pretty much, it is 15 episodes mostly. Well, not mostly. Mostly, it's focusing on certain characters. It's like focusing on one character, and then like the family, I don't know, it's so much different, pretty much the perspective of one character the whole time, and it's like the same timeline, like one guy be in India and the other dude be in college, but you have the different perspectives, and they all go to the same place. Like you see one person in one room, you'd have a whole episode dedicated to them, and the opposite side of the room be another guy that you just had a whole episode to see. And actually the episodes are like 10 minutes longer. They're like 33 minutes, 32 minutes. Sometimes they're like 38, I think. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Really funny, actually. Every episode is pretty different too. It all ends up the same thing. It's the same thing, but it's actually really complex, especially for a comedy show. But actually, it gets funnier the more you go, the more episodes you watch. Actually, like the first 3 episodes were actually the least funny in my opinion. I was like, what is going on? Yo, this show is not funny. It's not as funny as I remember it to be. But then after that, you're like, oh dude, this show is awesome. I think it's because the first 3 episodes are pretty much explaining the whole new plot. I mean, considering the show got canceled after season 3, and they had a lot to do, a lot of explaining to do after that. How can some characters just pop out of nowhere? So it took them pretty much 3 episodes explaining. Wasn't really that funny for those 3 episodes, but after that, I guess they settled down a little bit and they were able to do a lot more, like funny stuff, because it's a comedy show. And I think it was pretty cool that the TV series or TV season was on Netflix. I mean, you get 10 minutes longer episodes, so they can pretty much do a lot more with that 10 minutes each episode. You don't got commercials for another thing, and they actually had a bunch of like appearances of different actors, pretty big actors too, like especially on the Office characters. I'm like, Jim, what are you doing working here? Or Andy, why'd you sell that huge house to them? No. I'm like, it's so funny seeing other comedy actors in one show, and they're all like, boom, all together. It's pretty funny. I think Arrested Development Season 4 is pretty much a masterpiece. I mean, very few shows can put everything together so well like that. I mean, The Office was actually pretty good, but some seasons I'm like, so how's Family Guy and South Park doing? I'm pretty much just like, oh, okay. But Arrested Development Season 4, pretty different, really unique, pretty interesting the whole time. I think out of 10, I'd give it 9 out of 10. I would give it a little bit higher, but I think it should have been a little bit funnier considering it's a comedy show. But I think it's probably one of my favorite seasons, if not my favorite. And I'm really glad season 4 came out. I'm really hoping for season 5 to come out too sometime. And thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want more videos. And I hope you guys all really do have an amazing day. Or better yet, I wish you all an amazing life and see you later.